guys, it's me, it's Mina again, and today I'm gonna talk about one thing you wanted me to talk about, and it's ghost adventures. You all have been waiting for me to make this video, including myself, because I wanted to make a video about ghost adventures, and I don't really know what I'm going to say because I have a lot to say about ghost adventures, but it's so many things that I feel like my brain is completely empty and I'm dumb as I have my ghost adventures t-shirt on. It's the t-shirt I made myself. Look at it. You see this? See it? You can see it? I know about ghost adventures for about 10 or 11 years. I catch it up pretty early when they started their ghost hunters careers. So back then here in Czech Republic, they weren't like a big thing, and they still aren't. But, I don't know why, but yeah. I first saw ghost adventures with my husband many years ago, and we catch it up right from the first episode. It was Bobby Mackey's. We also saw the documentary, but we saw it a few weeks later when we found out about it, because in the beginning, we didn't even know it's gonna smack us that hard. I personally didn't even know that I'm gonna be fully obsessed with it, but yeah, since I realized it's getting deeper and deeper under my skin, it just became a part of my life. I can't even live without ghost adventures. When Supernatural ended, I was sad. I was sad for about 2 weeks, and I was crying about it on Tumblr and things like that. But when Ghost Adventures will end one day, I have a Victorian morning dress prepared, and I'm gonna wear that for a month straight. And I'm gonna even go to shop dressed in the Victorian morning dress. I'm gonna even go to work in the dress, and I will cry for days. I know it. I saw every episode, every single one episode. I saw every documentary. I saw the aftershocks. I saw the haunted museum, deadly possessions. How did I even realize that it's gonna be this big for me? I don't even know. I don't even know. I just watched it 30 episodes in a row, and I was like, yeah, this is fine. I like it. I like it so much. I like it so much. I love it totally. It's still the same till today. I know that Ghost Adventures changed it in some way, but we're gonna get to it. Beginnings of my obsessing over Ghost Adventures, I was mainly obsessing over Zach Bagans, like every woman did at some point in her life. My mom did. My baby girl did it. My 2-year-old was like, this is Zach Bagans. She knows who Zach Bagans is. She's only 2 years old, but she knows who Zach Bagans is, and you should too. So if you don't know who Zach Bagans is, you are making the biggest mistake of your life, and go watch some Ghost Adventures. And I don't know, make your life better with it, because I definitely am making it better with it somehow. I always laughed everyone in the group, not only Zach. Okay, he's the most handsome of them all, but he's also a drama queen. But guys, I love it. I love how Zach Bagans is behaving, and I don't care if you hate him because of it, because you don't know him. I don't know him too, yeah, but I kind of feel like I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say that I feel connected with him, because that would be too much for me to say, because I'm not connected with him in any way. I would like to be, but I am not, so I can say it. I saw many ways with him and with animals. You can tell easily he loves animals so much, and he's great with kids. I also think he will be a great father one day, but we all know that he's not gonna be a father for never. But that's his choice, and I'm not gonna blame her. That's everyone's choice. Everyone can like decide this for himself. But that's nothing. That's not that what I want to talk about. And I'm stuttering here, and I'm like choking on my own hair. What the fuck is going on? But now I look like I look better with the hair down on the front, but I'm choking on it all the time. I think Zach Bagans is actually a very nice guy and a kind guy who just has a lot of his own little insecurities, and I think he felt like he was not accepted when he was young. Partly because he is like sensitive to the spirit world, and I don't think he had too many friends when he was at school. I know that this is hard to like grow up without friends, and sometimes you just end up being mean to people, even if you don't want to, just because you are afraid that they are going to be mean to you in the first place. So like I was here too. I was at this point of life too when I was like attacking people right away, even before they like said something bad to me, because I was like I just need to be in control and over this situation. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, because I'm neither. When it comes to Ghost Adventures, like my whole brain's go. I may hide it pretty well, but I'm a crazy person inside, so it obviously shows. You can see the progress of him. Like he was very stubborn and mean and said a few things that weren't really nice to people around him, like the crew. But as the time flew, you can see him being more and more kind and caring, and being worried about his friends. Like we all grew up. We are getting older. He kind of grew up too. So I don't think that anyone who's now talking about Zack like about Brad. Or, oh, no. Zack is a Brad, and we know it, but we love it. I fucking do. You can definitely see the progress of Zack Bagans being mean, Brad, to like the nice, kind guy who doesn't want his friends to get hurt. In these times, when an investigation goes like too hard and it's like dangerous, he rather stops it just not to put his friends in danger, and that's something that we couldn't see in the earlier times of their career. Like I get it. In the old times, they needed to do anything, everything to like collect at least some. Oh my God, to get evidence, and they needed to provoke the spirits to at least get something. Now I don't think they need to do that much to make the people believe them, and for the people to see that they are getting good evidence. So when it's like becomes too dangerous, he just stops the investigation, and I think it's a great thing from him, because what do the people want from him? Like, on the one hand, they are like, oh, thank goodness, she's such a drama queen. And he's something like, oh my God, did you see the, I have goosebumps. Did you see the art? Oh, why is Zach such a drama queen? Okay, he makes like an episode where things are calm and people are like, oh, they didn't catch anything. What are they doing? I didn't pay for this. I want to see some guys. What do you want from him? You want him to put people in danger? He does, and he's douchebag. And when he doesn't, he's also a douchebag because he didn't do anything. Like people decide what you want him to do. Finally decide. I don't know why people hate on Zach Bagans so much. Like he's a normal guy. Yeah, he has money and he's famous and he has a great museum and he's handsome. Like, oh, does it bother you so much? Yeah, is it so bad that someone is like better than you? Yeah, is it? So yeah, okay. Get your life together. Oh my God. Learn to live with that for God's sake and let this man be. Let's get away from it because I will be like yelling at the screen, at the camera for another 20 minutes. Oh, we talked about Zach. Let's talk about Aaron. Aaron is my baby boy. He's the best from Ghost Adventures, and I love him so much. And everyone knows that I love Aaron Goodwin, and even my husband knows that I love him, and there's nothing he can do about it. Neither can I. Aaron was a scaredy cat, and he still is a scaredy cat, like all the time. But we also can see the progress of him growing up, like in the field of spirituality. He was so scared in the beginning, and he was just jumping around, barely investigating, more like scaring himself because of nothing, literally. But he grew up to be a really good investigator. He's a really good ghost hunter. He's great. I feel he's like on almost the same level as Zach Bagans. Aaron is a 9 and Zach is a 10, but Zach is a 10 only because I think he's into magic stuff like rituals and voodoo and spells, and like I even think he just found a Necronomicon and read it all, because he's not even aging. He still looks like the same. Or okay, he's aging a little bit, but he's aging like a good vine. Getting better with age. Like, have you ever seen him? Like, I don't know. Yeah, back to my Zach Bagans friend, because I don't get why are people like, why is he dyeing his hair? Tell me, you all who are like accusing Zach Bagans of dyeing his hair and looking bad because of it. You didn't even you didn't like even at one time in your life you didn't even try to dye your hair, like never. I would like to see all these people clean their rooms before they are going to attack Zach Bagans of not being clean himself, or you know what I mean. Like, why though? Why? Oh my god, why? I tried to dye my hair once. The color didn't catch on my hair, so I need to live with this for the rest of my life. But I saw many people with dyed hair, and like I don't even know about anyone who would never try to dye his hair. So why is it such a bad thing when Zach Bagans does it? Like, why? Okay, back to Aaron Goodwin. He's a super sweetheart. He's funny, and I totally love his jokes. And I'm happy that as the time flew, the Ghost Adventures crew got back to making at least little jokes in the episode, because the funny content is what I love the most about them. Aaron is he's like an antenna. He can catch up on energies and spirit energies and on ghost energies. And I think that Zach Bagans knows very well what he is doing when he is sending Aaron alone. Because every time when Aaron is alone, something happens. That's the fact. I think Zach knows it, and that's why he keeps sending Aaron alone. And again, I don't know why are people hating on this. Like, it's like folklore, like Ghost Adventures without sending Aaron alone somewhere wouldn't be Ghost Adventures. And again, Zack sends Aaron alone, and the people are, why are you still sending Aaron alone? Why don't you try it yourself, bitch? So one time, Zack decides and does not send Aaron alone, and people are like, why didn't you send Aaron alone? We are waiting for it. We love it when he makes these faces and... Oh my god, people, why are you like this? Why are you like this? I don't get it. I need to calm myself down because I'm yelling out loud, and I think people in the other like apartments are thinking I'm going nuts, and I am. I think I definitely am. But I don't think Aaron does mind going alone. I think he's used to it, and you can see that every time he doesn't want to go himself, he just tells Zach. Of course, Zach's like, no, the fuck, go alone. But again, if he would be like so upset about it, would he even be in the Ghost Adventures crew? Would he even be a part of the Ghost Adventures crew? Like, if he would be so upset and annoyed by the fact that Zack is sending him alone all the time, why doesn't he leave? Why is he continuing with the crew? Why is he doing another investigations if he didn't like it so much? Like, you know what I'm talking about. You probably know what I'm talking about, but we're gonna get there. And I need to bring some tissues before we get there. Because I feel like I'm going to cry because I always am. And I'm talking about it. Let's continue. So let's talk about Billy. Billy Tolley is super sweet guy. I feel like people are sleeping on him all the time, but he's like the greatest tech. He knows about equipment. I think if Billy wasn't there, they would still like be just capturing EVPs and going over with the cameras because I think he's the one who like invents most of their equipment. I think Billy is the one who is able to calm the situation down. I think Billy is the only one who is able to calm Zach Bagans down, and I also feel like Zach is behaving a little bit different towards Billy. I don't know if it's because Billy is older than all of them. I think Zach has some respect for Billy. I know it doesn't show always, but I think he has. I feel like they are very, very good friends. To me, Billy is a really important part of their team. I think they wouldn't be where they are today if it wasn't for Billy. So Jay Wesley, my little wizard, my little witchy guy. I love Jay. Like he's super great. I think like people like don't see him as handsome. I do some way. But why I love Jay so much? It's because he's a nature guy. He knows so much about the Native Americans and those nature spells, nature religions, and he can work so well with nature and like spells that are using nature spirits and stones and soil and things like that. Like I don't know if you're watching Ghost Adventures. If you're not, again, you're making the biggest mistake of your life. I don't know what you're even doing with your life if you're not watching Ghost Adventures on the regular basis. So go and change it. Go stop this video. Stop this video right now. Go watch some Ghost Adventures right now. Do it, and then go back to my rant and I don't know, watch till the end of my video. In the third episode of House Calls, which is a new spin-off of Ghost Adventures, Jay made an offering to spirits. It probably was the elementals. These are like nature spirits. They are connected to nature and to elements, and they can be mean. They can be helpful, but they can be also mean if you like make them angry. Jay gave an offering to these entities, and I was so proud of the team because finally they managed to help someone. The woman was like devastated totally when she made the call and she invited Ghost Adventures over to her house because things that were going on in the house, like you can see it in her eyes that she's scared to death. Like she was definitely scared for her own safety, for her own life. You could see that the fear in her eyes was real. This wasn't staged, and if it was, like the woman is a great actress. If this was staged, I think that Jay making the offering really helped the woman to bring peace to her house, and I'm actually doing it too. Like I have a few beings in my house and I decided to like become friends with them. So I'm offering them chocolate and bonbons and stuff like this. And I always like offer last and the best when there's nothing else in my kitchen and there's the last bit of chocolate and I would like to eat it so bad, but I'm not. I'm giving it away to the ghost. just for them to see that I care about them. I think Jay thinks about stuff in a similar way that I do when it comes to magic and witchcraft and spirits. I feel like he's making a very good job. And as we are now speaking about the members that are still part of the crew, the time came. We are going to talk about the one member that isn't a part of their crew anymore. And it's Nick Ruff. And I feel like I'm gonna cry when I'm gonna talk about him because he made me really upset when he left, and I know it's like even my dog reacts to his name and barks at I don't know what he sees outside, but he's mad. Even my dog is mad because Nick Ruff left Ghost Adventures. So there you go, people. There you go. I'm gonna try to calm down a little and talk like we all remember the great time Ghost Adventures being just Nick and Zack and Aaron. And I know a lot changed it, starting with Nick leaving because now it's a big TV show and they have a lot of people around. And I get it somehow. Like I wouldn't mind them running around with a few cameras and a voice recorder, but I know that they need to collect more and more evidence to make the fans happy, the viewers. More equipment you have, the more changes you have to catch something. I understand it, and of course they need people to manage everything because doing everything in just 3 or 4 people, like it's like you watch Sam and Colby. Some of you, like they don't even edit their own video. They have guys that are editing their videos because they couldn't be do anything else. Like I'm editing my own videos and I'm like talking for 30 minutes and then I'm gonna edit it for another 3 weeks because I just don't have time to do it. Like to sit here for 5 hours straight and edit it because I have a life. I don't think Zig Bagans is some other life than just Ghost Adventures, but okay. But I get it. I get it that they just need to have a lot of people around them to make things work. So again, you who hate on Ghost Adventures and especially Zig Bagans so much, I would like to see you to take like 15 cameras and 20 voice recorders and go to a house and like keep every room, watch it. I would like to see you do it, people. Wake up, oh my god. It's not even possible to do it when you're like just 3 people. You need someone to help you. I don't know why that's such a bad thing. I'm sure many people like movies. Okay? I think everyone likes a good movie. I will be very surprised if anyone would ever think that the actors running around here in the movie and I don't know, climbing the buildings as a Spider-Man and things like that are then editing it like for themselves. I don't think that Tobey Maguire or who the fuck played Spider-Man is sitting here with his laptop at home and like editing. That's insane, okay? Oh, back to Nick Ruff. It made me sad when he left. Because I was really afraid that the Ghost Adventures are going to end without him. Because the thought of not being able to watch new Ghost Adventure episode, it makes me like physically sick. I need new episodes of Ghost Adventures because without them, I feel like I'm really going to be crazy, lose myself, or. So I was really afraid that Ghost Adventures are going to an end when Nick Ruff left. Luckily, they didn't. Thank God. Thank to Zeg Bagans for Ghost Adventures not being gone. But also, I think thank to the crew because Zack was really not himself, and I think he was going through a lot after Nick Groff left the crew. I don't really know why. Like, I have few theories about it, but I think that this belongs to another video. I may like record someday in the future. I think that Nick Groff wanted to be famous, and he managed to become famous. But I think he was mad that Zach Bagans is like in the center of everything. So if he wanted to claim some fame from it, it's not like he didn't have the right to do, because he did a lot of work and he was great. So he did have the right to have his part of the Ghost Adventure fame, of course. But I feel like he just couldn't accept that Zack is the main character of their group, like he's the main character of the show, and he became angry and mad at Zack because he just got all the attention, and that's why I think he created his own show, which led to him leaving Ghost Adventures for doing things like he wanted. Because I'm pretty sure like that Zach is the one who's finding the new locations, who's telling the guys what they should do and how they should investigate. And he's like the boss of them, and I think that Nick didn't want to be like his employee in some kind of a way, so he rather choose to leave Ghost Adventures and make his own thing, which I didn't. Ah. He also claimed that he doesn't want to put his family in danger. He did anyway, so like, what's the point? Like, I think this theory it has some holes in it, because claiming that he left because he didn't want to put his family into danger is false, because he did it anyway by creating his own show and traveling around the world with Katrina, doing demonic stuff. Like, I saw a few episodes of Paranormal Lockdown, just a few. I got bored of quickly of it, but I feel like there were many times when Nick did like more serious stuff than Ghost Adventures do. He wasn't there for just one night, he was there for 4 days. And but I came over a video. I saw Nick probably faking some evidence, and I also think that Zack never wanted to fake evidence. Like, I remember them filming a few not boring episodes, but that they filmed a few episodes where there aren't so much things happening. It's just because there just aren't so many things happening at the place, or not like or all the time, but maybe just at the time when the crew investigated the place. Like, I don't say that every place that Ghost Adventures investigated and didn't find nothing isn't haunted, but I felt like Zach Bagans would rather film a boring episode than fake evidence. Maybe Travel Channel or people around them told them that maybe they should like fake at least some evidence to get more fans and get more attention, and Nick maybe wanted to. That's why I think from where the famous Aaron Goodwin tweet came, where it told the people that Nick was behaving bad, and that's why he kind of got kicked out of the team. Because I feel like this is kind of toxic thing to do. Like, you are trying to make not make the people believe in the spirit world or in the afterlife, but you are trying to give them evidence, like real evidence of it happening, and you're like betraying them, deceiving them if you are giving them fake evidence. Like, that's not goal of it. It's not the main thing. You don't want to entertain people and become famous. I feel like Zig Bagans wanted to really show the people that there is some afterlife, that there is like a world next to our that we just don't see, but we can like feel it sometime. it would ruin their career instantly if someone would find out that they are like faking evidence. And I see people constantly accusing them of faking evidence. Why they would do it? Like they are so famous, they don't even need to fake evidence to have fans. I watched them when they literally had like three, two cameras and one voice recorder, and it made me hooked on them like instantly. So they don't need to fake evidence to get new fans. I'm happy that the crew managed to go on without Nick, although they changed it somehow. I kind of feel that Nick leaving maybe was a good thing for Ghost Adventures because they could like stick to their vision and do things like still the same because they still are doing the same thing as they did like nearly 15 years ago. Maybe that's why I like it so much. It feels like still the same to me. There are just more cameras and more technique and more people, but I feel like the guys are still the same. They aged, but at least Aaron definitely didn't grow up. That's why I love it so much. You wanted me to talk about my favorite fandom of all. Oh, before I end the video, I need to show you this. This is my old Ghost Adventures hoodie. I bought it from eBay. I don't know if it's an old hoodie. I don't wear it anymore because it's like torn on some places, and but I still love it. And I'm never gonna like throw it away because these are these are like memories. I think you all fans out there understand what I mean. Why do I love Ghost Adventures? I think they aren't fake. They are funny. It's a shame that Aaron isn't doing his vlogs anymore because it was golden. I think they are professionals. They know what they are doing and they're doing great. I like that they are doing the investigations in a scientific way. They try to debunk things. They are trying to get deep into it. I just think they are like really scientific professionals and that they are really giving the viewers and the whole world evidence of the afterlife. I was a believer even before Ghost Adventures, but some episodes really made me go like, yeah, because they captured amazing things, amazing stuff, crystal clear voices and apparitions and shadow people and okay, the orbs. Like I don't want to say that it's not interesting anymore, but I got used to like oh, and then here in the background is an orb. Orbs usually appear in every Ghost Adventure video, so I got used, and I'm not like freaking out over orbs anymore. But that's also a part of filming, trying to film a ghost. Like they don't ever like go and look like a real person, like. I think they are doing great, and I remember them visiting the Washoe Club for the last time, and they talked to Debbie and Mark Constantino, and I got goosebumps immediately because that was really intense investigation, and I think this one in particular proved that there is something like an afterlife. I can find some peace in it, knowing that that isn't like an end. But it also makes me afraid of what is going to happen. But I'm fine with it. I'm just going to haunt my garden and my apartment, and I'm gonna be like in Beetlejuice. We wouldn't mind if the people were more like us. Hands down, Ghost Adventures is my most favorite TV show of all times. And if I could watch just only one TV show for the rest of my life, it's gonna be Ghost Adventures because they at least have many episodes, so it wouldn't be boring with time or something. I don't know what else to say. I didn't prepare anything. I just sat here and started to talk, and my dog is barking at something, and I'm afraid to mention Negrov again because I'm afraid he's gonna bark again. If you are curious about the slash part of being in Ghost Adventures fandom, that's for sure gonna be a material for another video because this one is going to be fucking long, and I don't think I want to talk about slash right now. I'm talking about slash all the time, but no, not now. So let's just leave it like it is. Again, people, stop hating on Ghost Adventures. If you don't like them, just don't watch them, don't comment on their videos because it doesn't make any sense. And I'm gonna happily enjoy every episode, every video, everything, and I don't even care what they are doing. Actually, I'm just happily watching them running their asses through haunted houses. I don't even care if they would like do a documentary about, I don't know, ducks and flowers and trees. I would happily watch it and love it to the core because I just love it. I just love them. I love everything they do. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I just love Ghost Adventures with my whole heart, and I don't know what would need to happen to ever change it. I don't know what would need to happen to even change it. So this is me, and this was my Ghost Adventures fandom talk. And if you want to watch me talking about another fandoms I like or another things, you can leave me a comment with your suggestions. If you want to see the witchy tour in my house, I'm also planning to do like the creepiest fangirl video of all times for Nate Hardy. So stay tuned for it because I may even sing like myself, like me. I may even like open my mouth and sing for real, which is something I don't do lately. So stay tuned for it. If you want to watch me talk about another things, just tell me. You can also ask me questions. I'm gonna be collecting them, and maybe I'm gonna do a Q&A in the future when I like collect at least 10. If there's anything you want to know about me, my love for fandoms, my love for Ghost Adventures, my love for anything else in the world, just ask me. I'm definitely gonna answer it someday, one day. I'm just gonna make a shout out to my friends again, to my greatest GAC family, to Jane, Tessie, Denise, because you girls are awesome and I love you all so much. I hope you will do vlogs too, so I can finally watch some quality content, because I don't get that much quality content from YouTube these days, so I would really like to watch something fine. I also want to say hi to my niece, who's also named Jane, which is coincidence because two of the best people in my life are named Jane. So I don't know what you are doing with your life if you don't have a Jane for yourself. So now go to find yourself your own Jane, because I have two of them and I'm a happy person, actually, because Janes are the best, obviously. So bye, my friends. Let's see ya later. Someday, somehow, somewhere. Take care of yourself and have a good day. Bye bye.